I have an idea for a project to be able to get into Amazon. I am going to be creating a targeted project specifically for Amazon. So I know my goal. My goal is to be able to become a software engineer at Amazon. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, I know my end goal. I know where I'm trying to get. How am I going to be able to get there? And what are some of my unique strengths and where are my weaknesses? How am I able to showcase my strengths and how am I going to be able to uh, improve my weaknesses? Now, I was thinking about this and okay, well, I think one of my unique flavors that I'm able to add to a project is my background in electrical engineering. So my degree is bachelor's in electrical and computer engineering. Now, awesome. Well, here we go. This is something that I'm able to add a very unique flavor to my projects. I'm able to showcase, hey, like I have some skills that many of the other candidates aren't going to be able to have. And more than just that, it will be able to be on my resume and the person might be able to look at it and be like, just pause, be like, "Oh, well that's interesting. Oh, I haven't seen this kind of project in the other applicants and maybe remember me, something like this, right?" So, okay, great. I am wanting to be able to showcase my electrical background. That's one point. What is my weaknesses? Well, my weaknesses, obviously, if I have a background in electrical engineering, I do not have the background in software engineering. So I want to also be able to incorporate those skills that are necessary for the job to be able to prove that, hey, yes, I actually do have the skills for a software engineer. Awesome. Okay. Well, those are the two skill sets that I want to do. Now, how do I make this? Now that I have that general idea, how do I make this extremely targeted specifically to Amazon? Well, okay, this is what I've come up with. And I've been thinking about a whole bunch of different ideas and I was thinking, can I use this? No, this might be better. Now, let me show you what I get. So, first off, I bought this. Raspberry Pi. So I'm gonna have a Raspberry Pi. I got this. I don't know what this. Oh, Arduinos. This is actually never mind. That's something different. In case I needed to use it in the project. So we might use that. We might not use that. The other thing that is going to be here. Okay. So this one is an ESP32, and then the other thing I got breadboards. Okay. So the Nano might use it, might not use it. The other ones, I have a plan. I have a plan for them. So what I'm gonna do is I specifically got this ESP32. Why? Because I am going to be able to put FreeRTOS on it. Now, okay, what's FreeRTOS? FreeRTOS, it stands for free, and then R is real time operating system, RTOS. Okay, so you can put RTOS on this, and why is that important? Well, go look up who owns free RTOS. It's Amazon. So they are the maintainers of that open source project. So awesome. That means that I am able to use my embedded background to use an Amazon specific embedded operating system on a device. Here we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Awesome. Now, what I'm planning on doing is taking that data, collecting, or so I'm going to have this, and what is it going to be doing? It's going to be collecting data from the real world, right? Sensor data, something that as of right now that's not important. We're not going to be figuring out what data we're collecting. We're just going to be collecting some data. Doesn't matter what the data is. We'll figure that out later. So this is collecting data, and then it is going to be sending it over to the Raspberry Pi. Now, the Raspberry Pi, what's that going to be doing? That is going to be acting as the local hub. So it will take in that data, process that data. Okay, well, here's the opportunity for showcasing the software engineering. So what am I going to be doing on the Raspberry Pi? I know that Amazon uses Java. Okay, so I am going to be using Java. So the Raspberry Pi is going to have Java. I'm going to be taking in that data. I'm going to be processing that data. I am going to be doing the back end logic back-end software engineering logic for taking that data in, processing it, obviously doing unit testing on that software, etc. Then what does the Raspberry Pi do? Raspberry Pi goes out and sends that data over to where? Amazon Web Services. So it will go and be able to send that data, put it in uh, whichever, like either we use like Lambda or we're S3 or whatever. Again, I haven't decided exactly which services I'm going to be utilizing, but I know that I'm going to be sending it over to AWS. It allows me to also get experience with what are the different Amazon Web services and actually playing around with AWS. And so on one side, it showcases my hardware skills. It's something kind of unique. I think a lot of other candidates are not going to be having this on their resume that has something physical. Okay, some device collecting data, etc. All of that's going to require like I2C communication between the devices and communication over Wi-Fi, all of that. So, okay, there's that. Then it showcases that yes, I do have the skills for back-end software engineering, which is what I'm trying to target. And then it also has, hey, I am able to use AWS. I have some experience with it. I've played around with it, and as you can see, every single stage of this project is hyper targeted towards Amazon. So that's my goal. That is exactly what I want to do. And so I am going to be starting this project today. And if you are interested, if you want to follow along on this journey, I would love to have you around. Subscribe, and we can go through this together. Obviously, I know that I am going to run into a lot of roadblocks, and I mean that's just inevitable with any kind of project is you're going to be hitting roadblocks. You're not going to know how to do something or what you are trying to you don't know how to do what you don't know. So we're going to be hitting a lot of roadblocks. We're going to be overcoming those roadblocks. We're just going to just do this project because I don't even know exactly where we're headed. I just got these devices today. So we'll see where this project leads. And yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm going to be doing this project, and then I have some other ideas for how to gain more skills in software engineering, and so I'll be posting those as well. So anyways, if this is interesting, subscribe. I would love to have you along on the journey. And yeah, let's actually, why don't we open it right now? Let me, I can get my Raspberry Pi. Let's open it. Let's open it. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this going. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. So, all right. Here we are, our Raspberry Pi. Just information, more information. Okay, so let's see, we have this right here, which is our like power supply. Is it a power supply? It looks like it. And then we have heat sinks right there. Okay. This will be connecting to USB, it looks like. Our SD card there. Okay. And I'll save that one for last. What's this one? This one is our case with fans. Awesome. Looks like I think this is the oh yeah, it is the micro SD like casing that you can put this into the port on the Raspberry Pi. Like an on-off switch. Okay. Instructions and Raspberry Pi. Let's open this one too. Let's do it. Come on. Okay. So this is a Raspberry Pi 4 right here. Whoops, I didn't mean to. So doesn't completely ripped it while I was opening the package, but okay, whatever. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. We got the Raspberry Pi, the Raspberry Pi 4. So this is what we will be doing as the local hub right there. And then let me showcase this one, which is the ESP32. So now this one already comes with these guys right here. I didn't know that, so I actually bought this because I didn't know that it already came with the uh, connectors. But anyways, here it is, the ESP32. Oops, kind of backwards. Okay, so awesome. Here we go. Let's do both at the same time. It's cool, right? It's cool. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we got both of them, and as you can tell, I'm pretty excited for this project. This is going to be fun. I don't know how it's going to turn out and what stumbling blocks we're going to be going in or coming into. I'm anticipating, obviously, with any project, you're not going to know exactly, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, how do I do this? But we'll figure it out. We're gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be great. So I'm excited. I hope everyone else is excited as well. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I will see you guys in the next video where we will actually start this project. Okay, goodbye.